Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another episode of the Goodcast Show. So today's episode is brought to you by Samkkya Integrated Ayurvedic Clinic. They're among the oldest Ayurvedic clinics in the country. They are the highest rated on Google, mind you, where MD just mentioned to me shamelessly. And they have over 20 years of experience in the field, have served 10,000 plus clients and provide a host of services associated with Ayurveda together with drugless chronic disease management. I've met and spoken to their founder and their marketing director, and I've truly been amazed at the services and their commitment to providing alternative medicine and alternative care to patients today. So without further ado, please welcome the MD Jeythevan, as well as the marketing director and the chief of everything else, Hoda. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to have you all. So this discussion will be centered around Ayurveda, but of course it's a series, mind you. So stay tuned for a few more episodes. We have 5 episodes coming on topic of Ayurveda, discussing various aspects. Today will be focused on natural medication, natural remedies for our conditions. So I want to start with you, Jay. When it comes to managing our health, how important a role does natural medication play in the management of our various conditions that we have today?
Actually, it plays a major role. It's been forgotten. In today's world, we outsource our healthcare to the doctor, to the physicians, to the medicine. But natural medicine is actually about taking ownership of your health and well-being. It's about understanding the root cause of the disease and then addressing it from within.
Okay.
So it is very, very much needed in today's world because it's a forgotten science. I always say that it's been murdered by...
Powerful word.
Yeah. Hoda doesn't like the word murdered. She likes forgotten,
Yeah.
you know. But to me, pharmaceutical industry has actually murdered traditional medicine to a point where it's irrelevant today. People don't even think about natural immunity. You know, they believe in man-made immunity. You know, no one talks about natural healing. No one talks about spirituality. No one talks about, healing from within. Everything is external solutions, surgeries, pharmaceuticals, doctors. If you ask me, natural medicine needs urgent attention right now because chronic disease is on the rise. Everyone is focused on COVID, but actually chronic disease is, there's an epidemic in the world. And it's not sustainable. You know, the cost of medication is going high. The cost of lifelong medical cost is going high. Treatment efficacy actually is questionable. Many people spend their whole life on medication, and at the end of the day, they come back to natural medicine.
So as you guys can see, Jay is quite a proponent of natural remedies. You'll hear more. By the way, he's an anti-vaxxer. But I'd like to go to you, Hoda.
Yes.
Ayurveda is a 5,000-year-old science.
Yeah.
Some say it's the foundation of modern medicine. But of course, we Indians have different, but you are an Iranian.
Yes.
How would you define Ayurveda?
I like to say that we go back to the nature that as we see is a natural medicine.
Okay.
You know it as a natural medicine. So I like the idea of that we are the nature, right? So we are connected to nature. We are part of the nature. So we are the nature.
Yeah.
And the health is coming from us, means the healing is starting from us. And all the disease is coming from us, disconnected from the nature, not knowing ourselves. So it doesn't matter where you're from, but as long as you can understand what is it about. So all Ayurveda is saying is understand yourself, understand the nature, understand your nature. And then we need something in life, we cannot ignore it, which is part of the nature. Sunlight, sleep, food, breathe, inner silence. So all this is very understanding. So once you are connected to the nature, once you are connected to yourself, you are in your peak of health. Is nothing can shake you. So the problem is not like as the disease or what viruses are out there. It's how we can build our body, our immunity by connecting to the nature. So it's very touchable. So I love this idea India. And from the time I know about natural medicine, I can say it shaped my life as well. So
No, Ayurveda, from the little that I've read about it, it basically is focusing on the body, mind, and spirit. 3 elements that you should care for, right?
Yes.
Western medicine tends to focus on just symptoms and treat the disease.
Correct.
Physical causes.
yes.
What do you say to people who may look at Ayurveda and say, this is pseudo-science, this is not real, this is imaginary, this is tales of a village doctor?
So this is the problem that nowadays we are facing because people are looking for a quick fix. But Ayurveda is about daily life. It's not about quick fix, right? So as long as you correct your daily life, so it can be even preventive. But unfortunately, we are reaching to the level that we are already sick and then we are looking for the solution. So that's why most people don't have patience or they don't want to correct themselves. They see health in the pills.
Yes.
But we don't need more medication. We don't need pills. We cannot build our immune system in the hospitals.
I'll come back to you then, Jay. You've been the one in this business for a long time. How does Ayurveda combat against the tendency of people to prefer to just take a pill and solve their problem? And that's been the way generations have done it. How can Ayurveda beat that?
No, to correct you, it's not the way generations have been done because modern medicine is just a few 100 years.
Yeah.
For thousands of years, people were practicing natural medicine. People were going for massages if they have pain. They don't go to the doctor and get a painkiller because actually your pain is your body crying out for help, telling you, crying and informing there's a problem. And then we go and take painkillers and silence it and keep going on with our life, which magnifies the disease. So actually, understanding the root cause of the disease is an important element. And then Ayurveda is actually a holistic science.
Can it replace modern medicine?
If you ask me, it's far more superior than modern medicine. Modern medicine is primitive. Modern medicine is pseudo-science.
How so?
Vaccine, for example. All right. I know you don't like me talking about vaccine, but to be honest,
Stop recording.
vaccine is based on I think it's pseudoscience because it's based on the false belief that the body's immune system is not good enough without an external stimuli. Which actually you don't need an external stimuli to fight disease. Most diseases, your body has a natural response to fight. It's an instinctive thing. And if you ask me, it takes time for people to come to Ayurveda or natural medicine, but eventually they do. And when they do come, they realize that you have to go back to the ABCs of health.
Would you classify Ayurveda as preventive medicine? Because if I say I have a problem now, I come to you, you can't solve my problem immediately, right? That's my assumption. But Ayurveda, from what I've read, seems to be like it's about the lifestyle. I must first make a choice to live a good life. Then only I can prevent myself from getting this. Am I right in that?
You're right. Actually, Ayurveda is beyond a medical system. It's the science of life. So how you live your daily life, okay? So must be practiced daily. So I believe Ayurveda is good in chronic diseases. But once it comes to emergencies, we can get a help from modern medicine. And the future health is in integration. I'm sure both of them together can have a holistic way to approach diseases. So mostly Ayurveda can solve problem in case like as you have patient, you have to apply all the aspect in your life. And it's not so difficult. It starts from your kitchen.
Just want to add on that at the moment, of course, Ayurveda, traditional medicine has been positioned as preventive healthcare, but I am more excited or I'm more interested in the curative aspect of Ayurveda. Meaning 80% of our clients who come to us have chronic disease. They have chronic conditions which they've been suffering for 15, 20, 30 years.
Okay.
They have gone to modern medicine, they've gone for surgery, and they come to us as a last option. And we always go back to the basics. And the curative aspect, 80% of the people come, they're coming for curative purposes. Only 20% comes in for the massages or the detoxification. But I just want to highlight that Ayurveda is strong in both sides, preventive as well as curative.
Do you see a world where Ayurveda lives side by side with modern medicine, or is it like a zero-sum game? One is right, the other is wrong.
No, we are Samkkya Integrative Ayurvedic Clinic. Our concept is we believe in integrative healthcare. We are advocates of it. We believe in various modalities and choosing the most suited modality at that point of time for that person. So meaning if there's an emergency, even for my son, if he's sick, he's vomiting, I'll take him to the hospital. But if there's a chronic disease, I'm having a pain for a long time, it's good to go to an Ayurvedic doctor because they will be able to really assess you holistically and understand what's the root cause of the problem and then help you address it through therapies, herbal remedies, food as medicine, diet, lifestyle modification, and of course, dosha-based living.
Okay, I would love to get into that because in my experience with all of that, it was quite interesting to see how it happens. But before that, what is the difference between an Ayurvedic doctor and a medical doctor? Is there any difference?
Huge difference. If you ask me, I'm always more impressed with the Ayurvedic doctors.
Why?
Okay. I've been in the industry 21 years. Many doctors has worked with me. One thing, they are very emotional.
Okay.
Okay. They actually emotionally get involved with the patient. And then they take time to build trust with the patient. In today's world, many patients are going and seeing their specialists and not even consuming the medication being prescribed to them, and they don't even inform the doctors about it. So there is really if you ask me, the relationship of the modern doctor and the patient these days is very superficial. And it is not conducive for comprehensive healing. And Ayurvedic doctors are generally, they really go into the root cause of the problem to see whether the problem is the food, the lifestyle, trauma, or the wife. Once we know what the root cause of the problem is, we are able to help you. Actually, we cannot heal anybody. We can help the individual heal themselves. Because that's the concept of natural healing. You can only heal yourself. We only guide. We only remind. We only direct. And when you really go into the depth of the science, actually it's very intuitive. You can intuitively relate to it because it's based on the truth. So if you ask me, modern medicine is new, less holistic, less comprehensive than traditional medicine, which has been practiced for thousands of years. But the future is integrative healthcare, a marriage of Eastern and Western medicine.
Hoda, since you tend to disagree with Jay, so
No, I'm not.
I just want to get your view on this. What is your main issue with Western medicine as compared to Ayurveda?
Okay, so in modern medicine, they treat the symptoms, right? So once you have any disease, you will explain your symptoms and they want to cure those symptoms actually. But in Ayurveda, Ayurvedic doctor, once you are approaching with some difficulties, so we don't focus on the disease. We see who is the person behind this disease, how your mind is working, what is your emotional state, what is your lifestyle look like. So the person behind the disease is important. So it's not about about the disease. It's about the person. So I think that the approach is the whole things. It's not, your body is not separated from your soul, from your mind. So all must be under the lens and look at you and understand you first.
Do you think, being someone who's of course more international, do you think that Ayurveda is represented well in, say, Hollywood media and all this? Is it justly represented or is it misrepresented?
I cannot say this or miss, but I believe that the whole world are starting to discover it again. This rediscovery. It has to be discovered. So I am sure, like as me, first time I got to know Ayurveda once I joined Samkkya. Before that, I didn't know.
Okay.
So it's about being aware what's going on. So I think the world is going towards natural medicine, including Ayurveda. Yeah.
So Jay, we know you love this topic. I just want to get your view on what are the misconceptions that or the stereotypes that people may have towards Ayurveda in your experience that are wrong.
Actually, many people don't understand Ayurveda. If you see, there's a very maybe 10-15% of people who actually understand or have really explored it to the depth.
Yeah.
Many people think it's a head massage or oil massage, or taking ashwagandha, but actually it is very effective system to treat disease, chronic disease especially, and it can be done drugless. Like Hoda says, people are now waking up to natural medicine. And modern doctors also are opening up and encouraging their patients to even explore Ayurveda and the other modalities like Chinese traditional medicine, homeopathy, osteopathy. And the world is actually slowly moving towards integrative healthcare.
Yeah, which is something that you are very passionate about.
Yeah.
But let's go into the process. I think that's a very interesting thing for people to understand, right? So when a patient comes to you, I think I'll start with you, Hoda.
Yeah.
Since you deal with the patients a lot as well, what is the first step when the patient enters Samkkya? What do they go through?
To understand their body constitution. So we try to explain to them how Ayurveda works and what are the three energy which we have to keep them balanced.
What are these energies?
Vata, Pitta, and Kapha.
Okay,
so
and what
there
are
are
they?
three energies which must be balanced. In case of imbalances, the disease will grow in the body.
Okay.
Right? So Vata is energy, which in English is wind. Energy of movement, energy which govern all your movement, your nerve system. And so all these three energy, every one of the energy has a different function in the body. Like as fire, Pitta is the energy which govern your intellect in your mind, your gut fire for your digestion, and also your hormones all will be governed by fire. So
Okay.
each energy...
Oh, that I didn't know. Okay, interesting.
You
Yeah.
didn't know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like as Kapha is the energy which is water. It's the energy which govern our immune system.
I
Right?
see.
So each energy has different work to do, and we have to keep them balanced. Right? So understanding these three energy, understanding your body, which is like as one energy usually is dominary in your body. So by that you will understand your behavior, your personality as well.
Okay.
So that's the first step.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went for the test as well. Interesting results.
Yeah.
But so then once you identify each of these energies, then I think you find out what is primary and secondary energies in a person, right? Is that what?
Yes, the first one is more important one. By knowing that, you will know which lifestyle to follow, which is suitable for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then each of these corresponds to the different foods and all that you can
Correct.
take. All right. When a person hears this, one could make the assumption that they would think that, oh, what is this? What energy is this in me and all that kind of stuff, right? Do you think that Ayurveda, especially the practitioners such as Samkkya as well, put enough resources or effort into, say, publishing papers or being recognized in medical circles as an option to sort of validate Ayurveda even further?
As far as I'm concerned, Ayurveda is already validated. Clinically, it works.
Yeah.
And we are more focused on treating patients. Up to now, we have treated maybe over 15,000 patients. Honestly, we don't have the time or interest to go and spend time, resources to publish papers because people are looking for it. And it doesn't really require much push. To be honest, we are very lazy in our marketing as well. But generally, there is a continuous flow of clients, new clients constantly coming because chronic disease is on the rise. High blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, heart problems. All this is really chronic. And then when you say energies and dosha and all this, it sounds a bit mystical.
Yes.
But if you really go into the depth of it, it is very scientific. Because what Ayurveda is trying to say is man and nature is one. There is no difference. Nature is macro. Man is micro. Nature is made up of the 5 natural elements. Similarly, man too are made up of the 5 natural elements: fire, water, air, earth, and space. But every one of us will have a predominant element genetically. And that is what differentiates us. That's why some people are hot-tempered like fire, because they have more fire in their body. Some people who have more water will be more calm, relaxed. People with more wind will be always on the move, more sensitive. So actually, it is very scientific. It is about the science of observation, observing a person, understanding their nature, and then based on their nature, giving them a solution to heal from within. Because actually, we are creating disease.
We are creating disease. Please elaborate that.
Through our poor choices in food, with
sleeping habits,
our unnecessary stress, mental stress. Because from an Ayurvedic perspective, we believe that good health is not just the absence of disease. It is a complete balance of your physical, mental, emotional, social, and most importantly, spiritual well-being. Meaning we need to realize our spiritual nature, because we are actually all spiritual beings having a momentary human experience. But we forget. We get sucked into the nature or the maya of life, and we suffer. And Ayurveda is very profound, if you ask me, because it's the stepping stone towards realizing the nature of the self.
Must I be Hindu to enjoy Ayurveda?
Most definitely not. Because do you have to be a Christian to enjoy Mercedes-Benz? So Ayurveda is a science meant for everybody. Ayur means life. Veda means knowledge. So actually Ayurveda means the knowledge of life. And it's a huge topic, and everyone should explore it, and everyone will benefit from it.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the benefits and how it's amazing. So Hoda, I'll go back to you. Give us some examples of patients you've had whom you've seen recover, who've made the turn.
The most amazing patient which recovered is the stroke patient.
You've had stroke patient.
Because you can see how they come with wheelchair, they're not able to talk, they cannot move, they're so desperate, they're so hopeless. And then as in 6 months, you will see them, they'll go back to the normal life. I saw that.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Besides stroke, are there any other illnesses that you maybe can give us examples?
Diabetes, I saw a good
diabetes.
Yes, diabetes, because these all diseases which comes from the wrong lifestyle,
Of course.
So Ayurveda is the best to help them, because it go back to origin, it go back to the root, which is your food, your lifestyle. So you don't need medication for that. Your food is your medicine. So I see improvement. So it's a joy to see people cut that dependency on the medication, and by healing themselves, they build the confidence in them. Is not only about the health, in all aspects in their life. They can take ownership and they can do it.
How big a factor is food in Ayurvedic treatment?
As I can give you example, as your immune system, right? Immune system start from your gut. Right? So for the building immune system, what do you need to do? You need to have the right food, nutrition food, some supplement as herbs to support your nutrition, good rest, good sleep, relax your mind, and inner peace. Meditation, breathing exercise, all this help to build the immune system.
Sounds like a lot of work compared to just taking one pill, right?
So, but you cannot take one pill and build your immune system, right?
You have to take the one pill lifelong.
So it's basically you cannot go against your nature. So all start with knowing yourself, who you are. Okay, so people struggling with disease because they forgot who they are. The moment you disconnect from yourself, the moment you disconnect from the nature, disease will form.
Just to build on that point, can we infer from what you guys have said is that disease is caused by an internal imbalance?
Disease is caused by either an imbalance on your physical level, mental, emotional, social, or spiritual.
These 5 elements.
These are the 5 aspects of the self. So we look at the physical health, we look at mental health, we look at emotional health, we look at social health, how your relationships are, and we look at spiritual health, your understanding of life and your understanding of the nature of life. If you forget that, you will suffer. So Ayurveda actually goes back to the roots of the self.
Is it fair to say that a session at Samkkya would be like a psychologist first, you go for a psych evaluation, and then medical, physical, then you get the answer?
No, the Ayurvedic doctor is the all-in-one.
Yeah, and he's right, because when I checked with him, he talked a lot about feelings, and I was like, what is this? I've never spoken to a doctor about this. Yeah.
No, feelings plays a major role.
Of course, how you're feeling. Yeah.
Because honestly, our main role with our patients is first to bring back happiness into their life.
Of course.
Because when actually we believe heaven and hell is on earth. When you are sick, and it's actually hell. When you're healthy, it feels like heaven.
Okay. Yeah. So one topic that you are passionate about is natural medicine. I think we touched about it earlier on just a bit. Give us an example of how natural medicine is used in an Ayurvedic treatment of a patient versus a synthetic drug that would have been used in Western medicine to treat that same illness.
You see, usually modern medicine is symptomatic relief. Traditional medicine is even the medication plays the role of increasing your immunity. So it's about helping the body to function better. It's not doing the body's function. So modern medicine is like outsourcing the functions of the body to a pill. Traditional medicine or natural medicine is, first and foremost, it's not meant to be taken long term. It's only meant to be taken while there is an imbalance. And once there is a balance, you sustain it with good lifestyle, diet,
so that means the goal of Ayurveda is to stop treating you, not continue.
The goal of Ayurveda is to prevent disease. And if you have developed disease, to make you understand the root cause of what brought you there, and to give you a roadmap towards reversing the condition.
One of the things I noticed about Samkkya is, of course, one of the hero products is your oil massages. What is the role of a massage in terms of Ayurveda? How does that help better myself?
In a basic massages, the person which come only for relaxing. So first of all, we can say it helps with your blood circulation. Okay, so which is playing a main role in your health as well. So once you have a good blood circulation, you are already feeling much better. Right? So in most of our massages for medical therapies goes with a medicated oil, which will be absorbed by the body. So for different diseases, different problem, different oil, which all herb-based oil. With the massage with open pores, and then we apply the medicated oil. This kind of support of the healing journey for the person which suffering from some imbalances and diseases.
Okay. One part of it which I was thinking while the massage was going on, right? The guy was heating up the oil.
Yes.
And what is the significance or the importance of heat in this whole process?
Mostly all the healing food, healing therapy go with the heat.
Okay.
Because our body need moist and warmth to absorb. Even the food you eat, if it's not warm, less nutrition you will absorb.
Really?
So yes. So the oil, when it's warm, or the herbs, when it's get heated, it will absorb by your body faster.
Oh, okay. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So I guess I should heat up my food when I eat late.
No. So imagine if you put the cold oil, it's almost go a bit solid. So it will be difficult to be absorbed by your body as well.
Okay.
And it's not very friendly and kind to your body.
If natural care is so amazing as both of you all have said, Why hasn't it been integrated on a mass scale in modern medicine?
Because modern medicine has hijacked global healthcare and traditional medicine has been suppressed.
Why? What's the reason behind that? If it works, why suppress it? Because right now, our hospitals are overcrowded, doctors are overworked, we have shortage of doctors, nurses. It would serve us better to have lesser patients. But why then is modern medicine saying no to natural remedies if they work?
The people see and realize it works. So on the ground, people have been going for natural medicine for hundreds of years here, even without insurance coverage, even without much accessibility. So it actually doesn't require much marketing. Many people are instinctively looking for it and searching it out. And modern medicine, the marketing is so strong, and the control, WHO and all this CDC, and then they don't allow traditional medicine to flourish. During COVID, for example, we were all silenced. We were not allowed to give any input about COVID. The only solution which was forced upon us was vaccination.
Fair enough. So that means you're saying that it does work, but it's just that the industry is hijacked by Western medicine.
No, because of the influence, media, insurance, the mainstream is controlled by pharma, big pharma. And it doesn't allow other modalities from around the world to flourish. Includes Chinese traditional medicine, Indian traditional medicine.
Do you think the fault is also with you guys? Because practitioners of Ayurveda tend to wrap this entire practice around esoteric symbols. For example, the way you all dress, the way your center looks. It doesn't look like a normal clinic. It doesn't look like a normal mainstream. It looks like a wellness center. Is this marketing hurting you all from being accepted in the mainstream because you guys represent it in a very esoteric manner?
You see, we'd like to keep our medical costs low. Okay, so we don't like to spend on infrastructure and all this. Ours is very basic. And then people come to us, they look for us. We don't have to really go and market and shout out. So in that context, for convenience sake, we always operate in a house. So that for parking, letting go, instead of a shop lot or in a building.
But it doesn't mean that everyone, like as Ayurveda has been presented in many ways. You can find the big hospitals of Ayurveda in India. So I believe it depends how government, how the authorities will accept you. Then you can present the way you can present. But authority has not been allowed us to do what we need to do. Right?
That's a good point, Hoda.
Yeah.
But how does Malaysian regulatory bodies look on Ayurveda?
I mean, during COVID, the good thing is we come under essential services.
Okay.
So when all the beauty centers and wellness centers and all were forced to shut down, the Ayurvedic clinics, the TCM centers were allowed to operate. So in Malaysia, the 7 modalities is part of mainstream medicine. It's accepted. And many years ago, the government attempted to integrate traditional and complementary medicine into mainstream medicine.
Okay.
And they started, I think, in 11 hospitals, government hospitals. But after that, due to there was no political push, it kind of died down. But there are still a few government hospitals in Malaysia which has a TCM unit.
Okay. So it is part of the whole apparatus. It is still accepted as part of it. In Malaysia, we have a problem with heart disease, diabetes, kidney problems and all that. How do you see natural medicine playing a role in managing these type of diseases?
This is Ayurveda's strength. Many people come to avoid surgeries, or many people who are a bit elderly and surgery is a bit risky, then they look for natural ways of addressing it. And actually Ayurveda, it works wonders, but the patient has to completely surrender to the science, meaning they have to take complete ownership. They have to understand that the food that they put into the body has a major impact on their health. They need to understand that the sleep that they are getting or the lack of sleep they are getting on a long run affects their health. They need to understand that their thoughts, their emotions all plays a their relationships, all play a significant impact on their state of health and well-being. So at Ayurveda, we go back to the basics of making people understand the root cause of disease, making understand the root, how to address it druglessly, making people realize how individuals address to disease differently. And that's where we mentioned about the dosha-based living. Because the dosha-based living, dosha-based medication and all it's very specific, and it can expedite healing. And then it's a misconception that Ayurvedic medicine or traditional medicine and all it's all long term. You can start seeing immediate results if you really understand the disease and address its causes.
What do you think made us the way we are now, the way we look at the human condition and disease? We oftentimes look at it in a very disjointed manner, right? Like what you guys are talking about is mind, body, spirit. Why is it that concept is so hard for us to accept, that what disease we have or what problem we have impact from many different things that are happening and not just one? How do we get to the point where we think that if I have a cough is because, or a flu is because I met someone who has a flu? It's not because maybe my immune system was low, because I was too stressed and I need to calm down that part. Maybe I'm not sleeping well. We look at it in a very binary manner.
Conditioning. We've been conditioned to do so. Our education system, our upbringing. We have actually forgotten the spiritual aspect of the self.
Yeah.
Everything is the body. But what Ayurveda reminds us is the spiritual aspect of life. So once you see yourself as a spiritual being, and you will start viewing the disease itself differently.
Okay.
Modern medicine, the perception is different. They do not bring the spirit into consideration. They look at only the mind and the body, and they only focus on rectifying that. Here we focus on all aspects, because we notice that a lot of problems, health problems, even comes from their personal relationship. Marital issues, the spouse, the husband is creating disease for the wife is creating disease for the husband, because they don't understand the nature of disease, what causes it, the nature of the self. And this is all due to our upbringing, our lack of education in regards to this. That's why I said this knowledge is actually been murdered. It should be taught in schools. It's basic knowledge, but it's not even taught in the medical schools. Doctors' knowledge of nutrition is very low. Doctors hardly talk about it.
Yeah.
And they don't talk. It's always a pharmaceutical solution. So they don't go into the depth of life, the nature of life. Everything is done on the surface.
So Hoda, back to you. If I were to go to Samkkya today, is there a chance that I will walk off Samkkya without a bag of pills? How is the treatment like based on the patient?
So we try our best to not give you any medication, because even medicine, which is herbs, we don't want any dependency to the medication. But we believe Ayurveda says, and nature telling us that our body is able to heal itself.
Okay.
So that's the main things that every single person comes to Samkkya. We make sure they understand that you are healing yourself. The healing starts from you, and your body is able to heal itself. So to make sure your body is going to heal, so we find what is the best for you. So for sure, for it's like as your lifestyle, your food, okay? And if you need any support of herbs, temporary for a while, so we will give you some herbs to support your healing. It's not to cure anything, but it's to support your healing journey, right?
Can natural medicine have side effects? Do they have side effects?
Natural medicine usually don't have side effects.
Very mild. Every medicine, if it's prescribed or if it is not compatible to your body, you may have side effects, but it's very minor, purging or some a bit of rashes. But
purging is not minor.
No, purging is a
It's a
natural.
troublesome thing.
No, purging actually is a natural bodily function. When
Yeah.
something is not compatible, you purge.
Okay.
You have loose motion, and then you shouldn't stop it from an Ayurvedic perspective.
Let it go.
But most of the time, we rush to the clinic to take some medication
Charcoal tablets,
to stop it.
Yeah, sorry.
But
you're
this
right.
is the strength of the natural medicine, which is no side effect. Yeah, comparing to the modern
Western
medicine.
ones.
So yeah, when overall you look at it, you can say that no side effect.
As you said, rightfully said, I think there is a growing trend towards natural care because people are now growing more aware of Western medicine and its side effects and all that. And sometimes it doesn't work, right? I've heard many cases where I take a pill for condition A, that side effect will lead to condition B. So there is always this sort of juggling thing, right? How important do you think natural medicine and Ayurveda will be in the near future when it comes to integrating that into our daily lives?
It's on the rise. I think globally, in the West, it's more already accepted by the masses. I think a lot of our foreign guests, they are already very much into it, in terms of dietary changes, lifestyle modification. It's a bit foreign, I think, here in Malaysia and all, because we are too obsessed with the Western medical sciences. We do not view seriously traditional medicine. But globally, the trend is now more people are accepting integrative medicine and they are choosing which is most suitable at that point of time.
I think for the sake of people watching, could you just maybe define briefly, what do you mean by integrative medicine?
For me, integrative medicine is the marriage of Eastern and Western medicine.
Okay.
Yeah. So by right, a doctor should be able to see what the patient requires. If they require Eastern medicine, recommend Eastern medicine. If they require modern intervention, recommend that. Now it's one or the other. There is no real integration of these medical sciences in our hospitals, in our clinics. And people are left to, more often than not, opt for a modern approach.
How do I know which road to take? Which choice to make? Should I go with Western medicine or should I go with Eastern
more
medicine?
People should explore traditional medicine first, and then make a decision.
First.
Because now many people have not explored it.
Okay.
They have explored modern medicine. You have a knee issue. If you have chronic pain, for example, you go and see an orthopedic surgeon, or if you go and see 5 orthopedic surgeons, all of them will give you the same solution, which is surgery. So, but if you go and see a Chinese traditional doctor, or if you go and see an Ayurvedic physician, they will have alternative point of view on how to address the issue. So first and foremost, people should explore further because Malaysia has diverse options in terms of medical sciences, Chinese, Indian, Islamic. And people should explore first and then not be forced to do something they don't want to. You have free will. You should choose what is most suitable for you.
One thing about modern medicine that doctors advise you on what you may get in the future based on your current habits. Can Ayurveda do it?
Based on your dosha. Because based on your dosha, we can predict that if you are imbalanced, what kind of disease that you may manifest. For example,
are you always right when it comes to dosha analysis?
It's actually the first step when we do understand their body type. The second step is their complaint. So you will complain. What are your difficulties? From the complaint, we will know what imbalances you have. So if you have imbalances in water, which is wind, so obviously we know what are all imbalances like a disease coming from water imbalances. So we can predict, yes, do you have back pain? So maybe you will have constipation. Maybe you have dry skin. Because we know wind is dry and cold. So anything can affect it by dryness and cold. What can be? It's your digestion, it's your skin. So yeah, we can see what the person will face if they don't address the imbalances.
How certain are you of your analysis?
It is very certain.
It's absolute. If you ask me, it's absolute.
Because even
because Western medicine have machines.
No, patients will get amazed when they say one complaint. I can list down the rest of their complaints.
Have you ever been wrong?
I cannot say I have been right all the time, but not necessarily all the symptoms or
Okay.
all the disease out of the imbalances person may get.
Okay.
So maybe out of all, like as 4, 6 difficulties, the person have 3 of them.
Okay.
So they may form and they may face it after 1 week, after 1 month, after depend on their lifestyle again.
Okay.
Right?
That's fair. Is Ayurveda for everyone, or is it for a certain age group? Can I, as a teenager, for example, start seeking Ayurvedic treatment or Ayurvedic advice to how to lead my life?
It is for everyone who seeks it. So at our clinic, we get babies to...
Babies?
Yeah. A lot of parents, they now opt to bring their babies natural medicine doctors because they don't want to give medication to the babies. So then the doctor really looks into understanding what is the issue. And then generally natural medicine is far less likely to create any complications with the babies.
Okay.
Yeah. So we get even old. Right up to our oldest client is 99 years old. It's for everyone who seeks it.
Okay.
It's a wonderful science. Explore. That's the only way to know more.
Okay. Sorry, Hoda, you want to say something?
I want to ask you a question.
Please, go ahead.
What is Ayurveda means? What does it mean?
I mean, the
We
word,
told, yeah.
the knowledge of life.
Okay. So every living being can benefit out of this science.
Okay.
Can be the baby, can be the old man or woman, can be teenager. So it's the science of life.
Fair enough. That's
Right?
true. Yeah. Science of life. Okay. Medicine now evolved from traditional forms to what it is today. Now we're talking about precision medicine, where people are starting to identify how your body responds to certain medications and food groups based on your genes, right? How will Ayurveda fare when we have these sort of technological advancements coming in? Can it survive the test of time in the coming decades?
Natural medicine, to be honest, it's not competing with mainstream medicine. We would like to play an integrative approach. Where we can be useful, we will contribute.
Okay.
Where modern technology is far superior and it's a better option, we encourage our clients to take that approach. So it's not a competition. It's about living in harmony. It's about integrating the different aspect of health and perceptions, because now most of us are exposed to the Western perception. Eastern perception is not really well known. And in technology, even in social media, there isn't much content on natural medicine.
I mean, amazing. You guys are going into cancer management as well. I never knew Ayurveda could do that. So what role does Ayurveda play in the management of cancer? How does it manage the pain, or what does it do?
So actually, it's not only Ayurveda, it's integrative Ayurveda. It's integrative cancer care, where actually we do not focus on 4th stage and advanced cancer, but in 1st stage, 2nd stage, and in certain cases, 3rd stage, it can be very, very effective in reversing the condition. And it's an alternative to chemo, radiotherapy, and surgery, which are the only modalities accepted now by mainstream to fight cancer.
I mean, that's a very powerful statement to say. It's an alternative to chemo. Remedy.
You see, the fact is, you can talk to many oncologists and they will say the efficacy of chemotherapy is very low. I wonder why they are even using it. It's very ruthless. Oncology in today's world is very ruthless. So the Ayurvedic approach is, we don't fight the disease. We understand the disease. We de-escalate the stress. We treat it from within. We use immunoboosters. We use modern complementary therapies even. We use herbs, detoxification, stress management, yoga, meditation to isolate and heal from within. And you'll be surprised, like in India, precision oncology is a big thing. In Malaysia, actually, it's unheard of. But the future of cancer treatment, if you ask me, is integrative healthcare.
What's the outcome? If somebody comes to you with stage 1 or stage 2, can the cancer be removed entirely from their body?
If they completely follow the do's and don'ts, and if they really understand the nature of cancer,
Okay.
yes. We have seen many cases of patients who opted to go for totally natural approach, and they saw big results. And but I would like to say this is if it's not advanced cancer. Fourth
stage
stage,
one.
when it's about fourth stage, advanced third stage, we rather play a supportive role.
Okay.
So we do not say that Ayurveda or integrative Ayurveda is in all conditions. In first, second stage, actually it can be very, very beneficial.
So cancer management in the Ayurvedic sense, what you guys are doing is integrative approach.
Yes.
So there is the Western element in it as well.
If necessary.
Okay.
We try to address it naturally through natural means. But if we see that it requires modern intervention, we have partners who focus on precision oncology, meaning based on your genetic testing, they choose specific chemo. Which is most suitable for the body and causes less side effects. So we take an integrative approach when necessary. But generally in the center, it is an approach of fusing Ayurvedic natural medicine with modern complementary therapies.
What is Ayurveda doing that modern medicine is missing, that you are able to help a patient even get rid of their cancer when modern medicine has been stuck with chemotherapy for forever? But what is Ayurveda doing that chemotherapy isn't?
No, it's actually, if you talk about a modern approach towards cancer, it's a very expensive affair. On an average, I think a cancer patient spends about, in private medical institutions, about 100 to 300,000 ringgit.
Yeah.
So traditional medicine, first of all, cost is very minimal. And then there's no real money making out of it because it's a knowledge. It's about understanding the nature of cancer. It's not really medicine oriented. It's about the body has its own defense, we believe. It has its own powers and defense mechanism to isolate cancer. And in most cases, if we do not aggravate the condition with wrong food, wrong lifestyle, sugar, processed food, we will be able to isolate the condition and de-escalate the situation. And in many cases, people improve.
So cancer is a cell which reproduce uncontrolled,
Controllably,
right?
yeah.
So imagine you have a plant, you want to grow it. What you will give? You will give sunlight and water. You will feed the plant. So Ayurveda is saying, don't feed the cancer cell. So what are feeding or what environment your body must have to limit the reproduction of that cancerous cell, like sugar, like make your the body, like as the gut, alkaline. So all this will be helpful, which in modern medicine, they just go straight to the
chemo.
And you can eat it, do whatever you want, which is wrong.
Is it true that cancer cells like sugar?
They feed, they grow
They
well.
love it.
I should change my diet then. I eat too much sugar.
So they say cancer won't form in the body, which is alkaline. You don't eat like as sugar stuff and all.
Really?
It won't exist. It won't form at all. So to kill it also, you can get the same approach.
Okay.
Right.
We know whenever we go to the doctor and we get a diagnosis, sometimes we go for a second opinion, right? And generally, of course, as you mentioned, I think a lot of patients who come to Samkkya would have, for chronic disease, would have gone to a Western doctor first. At what point of their journey should they then switch to come to Samkkya after receiving a prognosis or a diagnosis?
What we encourage everyone to do is to see multiple doctors from different fields and then make a decision. So don't rush into surgery. Don't rush into starting pharmaceuticals. Meet a credible natural medicine doctor. Meet a few modern medicine doctors and then make a wise decision. Because honestly, healthcare cannot be forced upon. You need to choose it. You need to understand it, and you need to surrender to it. All this plays a major role in the healing process.
What is the attitude that doctors in your circle, because I think Samkkya before this also, you guys had a center in Malacca before COVID, right? You had a proper center and all that. What is the attitude of medical doctors towards what you all do? Is it hocus pocus to them or?
It used to be. It used to be hocus pocus. It used to be mumbo jumbo. But I see a shift now. Modern doctors are a bit more receptive even. towards traditional medicine, and they are okay towards using massage as a form of therapy for orthopedic issues. Also, they view it very effective in managing stress. So doctors in today's world, if you ask me, are becoming more receptive towards it, but generally it is not enough. There is no integrative medicine consciousness.
So let's go with this to give people a better understanding of Ayurveda and how it can matter in their lives and how much it can change their lives, right? Let's look at, in your experience, you guys have treated thousands and thousands and thousands of clients, right? What are the common mistakes people are doing in their daily life that's leading to a life of disease?
The very basic and simple things. They sleep late or they eat wrong food. Oily
What can
things.
sleeping late do? I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend.
So, sleeping late, all the healing in your body happening when you are sleeping. Your digestion system is working when you are sleeping. So, and the toxin in the body will be ejected when you are sleeping. So imagine if you don't sleep, you will delay all this process.
Is there a time to sleep that matters?
Correct. It is like as about 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Actually, your body starts all the healing
9
things.
p.m.
So
That's when
between
your
10,
night starts.
so between 10, if 10 p.m. you're sleeping, it's very good. So from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., 3 a.m. is a very important period of time that you must be asleep so your body can work well. The healing process will happen.
Okay. So sleep is one. Food. What are the common mistakes people do that Ayurveda says this is completely wrong?
The three white poisons: white sugar, white salt, white flour. We are consuming too much of it. It's in all our food and it is slowly killing us.
Is sugar really that bad?
Very bad. Super bad. It's the worst thing you can do. It's a slow, silent killer. There is enough evidence to prove that it is toxic. That's why for cancer care and all, the first thing we do is to stop the fuel for the cancer, which is sugar and processed food.
So I can say, as I see the lifestyle in Malaysia,
Hey, don't make fun of us, okay?
every person, people must get awareness about this because
definitely.
this is very simple. But if you can do it, it will play a main role and you will feel much better with the simple things. You start your day with a sweet breakfast instead of having one glass of warm water. So I see Milo is going on, from the kid to the elderly people, they drink Milo. I'm shocked. What Ayurveda is saying once you wake up, you just drink a glass of warm water.
You don't eat breakfast in the morning?
You need breakfast, but you start your day with drinking a glass of warm water. So your digestion, your everything will get clean off. You get refreshed. Your body dehydrated throughout the night. So you will hydrate your body.
Okay.
Right? But what we do, we drink Milo, we have bread and peanut and Nutella and butter, all this.
I don't know who you're talking about. It's not me.
So it's Ayurveda. It's telling you very simple step to gain your natural strength of healing and immunity. All this is very simple. Sleep on time, drink one warm water. So do meditation or something relaxing your mind. Very simple steps.
Don't be stressed.
That's easier said than done, Jay. Come on. Don't be stressed. What do you mean? I mean, how do I not be stressed?
By understanding the nature of life. Life is not meant to be stressful.
Okay.
You're meant to enjoy the journey of life. And if you understand your true nature, life is a wonderful journey. It's not a stressing journey.
Just now you said something very true. You said that how a Western medicine, I think, views the body in a way that it cannot fight off disease without an external entrant, right? How does Ayurveda look at the human body? What are the capabilities, the potential of the human body based on Ayurveda?
It views it as your temple. The body is an amazing instrument. Actually, it's automated. 99% of issues is automated. You don't have to worry about your heart. You don't have to worry about your digestive system. Everything is operated. It's automated. The only thing you need to worry about is your thoughts, your emotions. what you eat, what you do. And we are screwing it up royally, actually. Most people are guilty of creating disease. They are doing it either ignorantly, because they have completely forgotten the nature of disease and completely forgotten the nature of the self. So Ayurveda is going back into that element of realizing the self, the nature, realizing what causes disease, and then how to reverse it. Because if you create disease, you can uncreate it. But you need to have the consciousness to understand the nature of it, of nature of disease.
Based on what you guys have just said, and so I think, Hoda, you talked about how you've seen patients recover from stroke and all that, right? In Western medicine, once I get a disease, it's a condition that I have to consistently worry about. Like say, if I got cancer, there is chance of remission and all these kind of things, right? In Ayurveda, can I turn back from the bad choices that I made? Can I renew my body?
Most definitely, because the body has the ability to heal itself if we do not affect it in a negative way through wrong choices. So the body has the capacity to heal, its capacity to balance itself out. It just needs a change of perception, how we perceive the disease and how we perceive health and the self.
Hoda, you were when I first met you, and I think you were saying how you are able to look at someone and sort of spot what they are lacking and all that, right? Based on Ayurveda, how do I, as a normal person, everyday person, what sort of signs should I be looking out in my body or in my daily life to know that, okay, I need to change my lifestyle?
See, your body is your body. You need to listen to your body.
Yeah.
So in Ayurveda, it says, your body, your mind, your spirit is connected. So you will understand your body more than everyone else to come and advise you. So definitely you will know is something wrong in your body if you listen carefully to your body.
Okay. Perhaps give us examples of what would the signs be like. What sort of signs should I look out for that maybe my body is not 100%?
So that one is like as a doctor perspective, that how they observe you and all is different, like as looking into your eyes, your tongue, the color of your skin is there's so many things to see how you are keeping, right? But feeling like as how much energy you have, how you feeling after some exercise, you can observe your daily activity and see what is the differences between yesterday and today. So you are the best person to say.
I understand.
So I cannot say in a doctor perspective, because everyone is like as the normal people living their daily life. But as long as they understand their body, they know very well what's going on with their body.
I see.
Right? So we don't take us to someone else tell us like as what's wrong. We tell what's wrong. Maybe we seek for solution, but we know something is wrong with us, right? Based on our own observation.
Correct, definitely. You probably sense that you're tired and suddenly you sleep.
Yeah, can be anything, yeah.
So Jay, you are the managing director of Samkkya. Walk us through your day. How is your day spent in terms of your food, your habits that is emblematic of an Ayurvedic lifestyle?
I always say, don't follow what I do.
Follow what I say.
What we preach. Because honestly, you should not explore me too much. You should explore the Ayurvedic doctors. Generally, they adhere very much to the philosophy of it. But for me personally, Ayurveda, I love it. It has helped me in many ways. I never go to the clinic. I never go to the hospital.
You're not vaccinated.
I never take medicine. And I'm surviving. At one point of time, I had a terrible sciatic nerve inflammation. And using natural methods, I treated myself. I never walked into a single clinic or hospital. So Ayurveda is a very powerful science to those who seek it. And we get seekers from all around the world who come to seek it, and it is a very, very powerful science, and there is no doubt that it will help you in some way or another. So,
since Ayurveda deals with body, mind and spirit, have you seen changes in the mind and spirit part?
Definitely. That's what we focus on first. To be honest, the body is secondary. It's first thing most Ayurvedic doctors will focus on the mind, to understand how you perceive yourself, how you perceive the disease, and changing your perception, de-escalating the stress plays a major role in the body healing itself. So the doctor always downplays the condition because modern doctors usually fire it up, and put unnecessary fear. Ayurvedic doctors try to remove the fear through counseling, through words, through reassurance.
So does modern medicine do more harm than it does good?
I hate to say this, but in most cases, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Because, most cases coming from your emotion, you are not actually sick. You think you are sick.
Okay.
It's come from your mind, your emotion. So that can be addressed by counseling and talking. So the person will come with migraine or any issue, but can be emotional, It's not something that you can address with pills. So imagine if this patient go and complain in modern medication, modern medicine will end up with a bag of medicine which has a reversible side effect, So can be dangerous sometimes if you don't look into the other aspect.
Right.
But something like as gastric, headaches, all this can be emotional. Yeah, can be started with emotional stress.
Jay, I'll end it with you here for our first episode. When you see someone walk into Samkkya now, what do you hope they leave Samkkya with?
A relief in whatever the symptoms that they came in with. Because honestly, the moment the client comes, we ask them to list all the issues that they have. And our role in Samkkya is to help them address it.
Okay.
Each one of it, if it's possible. So I urge people to explore Ayurveda. It's a wonderful science. Many people don't know the core of it. To know it is to experience it. And then if you're suffering from a chronic disease, please come and visit our doctor. Dr. Ganesh is wonderful at giving clarity first and helping you heal it on a long term. Because Ayurveda is long-term care. It's not a race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoda, I'll just one more from you. If you had to convince people out there who may not believe in Ayurveda, how would you convince them to visit Samkkya?
I won't talk about coming first. I will encourage them and educate them how to understand themselves. I only need to talk about these three energy, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. And they will be very interested because it goes, everyone likes to understand themselves better. Right? So that's a good point to start, to understand themselves. I will talk about them, how their body works. And then for support, for more information, they can come to Samkkya.
Fantastic. Yeah, perfect. So thank you guys so much. We had the first episode. Guys, we have 4 more coming your way. Today was more of an overview on Samkkya, integrative healthcare, as well as natural healthcare, and also discussing Ayurveda specifically in the context of modern medicine. So that was Jay, the MD and the head of marketing, Hoda, sharing a lot of knowledge with us. So thank you all so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much.
for
It
your
was
I hope you guys
lots of
enjoyed.
fun.
Thank you
it
so
was
much.
our first podcast, live podcast.
There'll be more. So 4 more episodes. You'll see me 4 more times. So guys, there we go. I myself have actually done the experience at Samkkya and I really enjoyed it. I loved the discussion with Dr. Ganesh. I enjoyed it. It's a very different conversation you have. It's a conversation you wouldn't expect having with a doctor. It's more in-depth, looks at your feelings and what you're going through and trying to find a connectivity between your physical symptoms and your emotional state as well. So it's really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was actually quite helpful. And I enjoyed meeting Hoda and Jay, of course, and we've had many meetings. So if you guys are free, you guys have any issues, you guys want more relief, want a pleasant massage, you want to feel more relaxed, stressed, head down to Samkkya. The link will be in the descriptions in Bangsar. Ample of parking, by the way. Very unique. So yeah, head on down to Samkkya, guys. We'll see you all soon. Next up, we have 4 more episodes coming out with Jay and Hoda. So if you guys have any questions on Ayurveda, share it in the comment sections. We'll address them in the next interview. We'll see you all soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.